From Kalamazoo, direct to you, it's a WKZO.com quickcast.
During my tenure at WMU, I participated in the financing and construction of approximately $750 million of capital improvement projects for the campus. Obviously, this was a time when the campus appearance changed dramatically. I ended my career at WMU in 2007 after having served the university, which is also my alma mater, for 42 years. And while I don't miss for a second the pressure of my former job, I do miss greatly the faculty, staff, and students who make Western such a valuable community asset. I am very glad, as it now has been, to be allowed by all of you to use some of my experience to help on a county issue. As I refer to Western during this presentation, please know that I am doing so as a retiree who bleeds brown and gold and not as a member of the university's administration. I say all of this by way of introduction to those of you who don't know me, to give you an opportunity to know the depth of my experience in financing capital projects and the management of the construction process. Having said all of this, let me start with my job for this evening. Near me in the room this evening are members of the vetting committee, both public and county staff, who have participated in over a dozen meetings during the course of this past summer and fall. The committee has interviewed at length all of the consultants referenced by Sweet Idea in its proposal to you this spring. I am not going to pretend that I am all knowledgeable on every aspect of our report, and to that end, I will be inviting committee members to react to questions from you as seems most appropriate. In the process of our deliberations, we did find issues that need to be researched further to gauge the potential of county liability. But as we say in our report, we also believe that the Sweet Idea proposal does put forth a viable project. While my job here is to discuss the whole proposal, and I shall do so, we members of the committee, as citizens of Kalamazoo County, hope that this board can in fact consider what we believe are fact-based statements and come to a conclusion supportive of our recommendations, independent of citizens who have been advocating their personal views for some time now. The main part of our effort has been an attempt to evaluate the Sweet Idea proposal from two very fundamental county perspectives. First, in a financing context, that the financing package for the construction of the Events Center could be issued without engendering unusual extra liability to the county for debt service or construction costs. Second, in an operations context, that the operation of the Event Center would not engender unusual extra financial liability to the county in the form of operating deficits. The evaluation of the county's liability in both of these perspectives comes in both short and long terms, and thus leads to our need to report now and, in effect, to ask for more time to study the project. I like to think of financial liability as a continuum, from a point where no financial risk is assumed, such as simply doing nothing, to absolute and full risk. The county not only finances the project, but also operates the event center. Our job is to find those ways that the event center can come into being without the financial risk to the county, or with the financial risk to the county being as low as possible. With these two main perspectives in mind, financing/construction liability and operations liability, let us proceed. From a financing perspective, we find the first fly in the ointment, so to speak. The IRS allows public bodies, such as this, to issue tax-exempt bonds for what are described as public purposes. The event center would fit into that category, save for the use of the facility by the Kalamazoo Wings hockey team, which the IRS would deem to be a private, not public entity. Fortunately, the IRS has an exemption, which suggests that if the use of the facility is 10% or less, The financing can be accomplished on a tax-free bonding basis. We think the wing's utilization of the building might be in excess of 10%. But more research needs to be done in this area with our law firm. I might add here that the IRS does not allow the construction costs of a facility to be parsed into tax-free and taxable components. Said differently, the event center must be financed by either a tax-free or a taxable bond issue, totally.